Good morning. My name's Jeanette Larson, and welcome to Personal Development, My Journey, the Week 5 update. You know, when I started this program 5 weeks ago, I had some real ideas, some real goals, some real dreams of what I wanted to achieve in this process. And I knew that personal development is something I've been involved in every minute of my life since the day I was born. We all are. Personal development is something that happens whether we are actively involved in trying to direct the direction it goes or not. And my life had just reached a point that I needed to change some things. I needed to get some things going in the order that they needed to go in so that I could have the kind of life that I wanted to have. And so 5 weeks ago, I saw this opportunity and I decided to grasp it. And since then, we've been talking on a weekly basis about the things I've been learning and the things I've been doing. This last week has been a big change because this last week involved Thanksgiving. And it's really been my life, particularly over the last 4 years since I formed Growth Unlimited, has been really focused on developing my business and not really focused a great deal on development of my personal life and the other parts of the P's that we talked about in a previous video. And so over the last 5 weeks, I've made some adjustments and made some changes, trying to balance that life out a little more and focusing a little more on the personal part of my life and the physical part of my life, in addition to the professional part of my life. And this last week, I found out an awful lot more about me within the personal realm of my life. And that's what I want to talk about today, because there have been some developments in the process of my personal development that have kind of made some big changes over the last 7 days. Like I said, Thanksgiving was this week, and Thanksgiving is, in the past 4 years especially, has been just another day. I typically didn't do a whole lot of celebration of Thanksgiving. I was focused on doing what I needed to do for my business. In the last 4 years, I have typically worked anywhere from 16 to 20 hours each day, 7 days a week. I haven't taken time off. I haven't taken a vacation. And I'm very tired. My body has reached a point where it just is not willing to do that anymore. And so part of the focus of doing this program was to figure out what I needed to do so that I could have a life. And this last week, I really enjoyed having that put into place and beginning to see a life that has been different than what it's been for the last several years. Last week, several weeks ago, I made the decision that this year I was going to cook a Thanksgiving dinner for the first time in many, many years. And over the last 3 weeks, as I've been preparing to do that, I have really enjoyed some of the things that went into doing it: the shopping for the food, the planning, the invitations that I put together for friends and close people to me to come to dinner. And then this last week, planning my schedule and organizing it so that I could take the full day to prepare that meal and have it ready for the people who came to my home that evening. And the enjoyment that I got out of that was super great. I was able to do some of the things that I wanted to do with the relationships with the people who attended that meal, and just simply the relaxation of being able to cook a full day, or shift what I was doing from focusing on building Growth Unlimited and start focusing on some of the things that made me happy as an individual person. And that's probably one of the biggest takeaways that I had there. That is something I want to repeat in my life. And so what I'm doing is putting more and more into that part of my life. I'm focusing a little more on the relationships and fostering the relationships that are good relationships for me to foster. As we talked about in the video last week, I am limiting my ability to get involved in things that really are not in my lane. And I am focusing more on doing things that are productive to help me move forward. But I need to address all three of those P's. And that is the biggest focus, the biggest thing that I have taken away from this last week. And so as time goes forward, I have actually completed the coursework necessary for that program, but because personal development is a lifelong process, just because I completed the coursework does not mean that the work is done. And so because I've completed the coursework, we're going to kind of do a little bit of a shift in the process of completing the personal development coursework that I've been doing over the last 5 weeks. I have developed a program called Thriving Successfully. And it was developed using skills that I have honed down. Most of them I already had, I just wasn't using them. But what I'm doing is honing down and focusing on doing what I need to do to thrive successfully in my own life. And I'm making that available to other people through a Thriving Successfully Facebook group, through some videos that I'm doing here on YouTube, and through a program where if you are ready to start putting together those kinds of skills in your life so that you can create your awesome life, then Thriving Successfully will allow you to do that. And so this is going to be the last film I do on in this particular playlist. What we're going to be doing now is I'm going to be transferring the time that I've been putting into working on this series of films into working on Thriving Successfully. And I invite you to continue to watch the channel. If you've subscribed, great. If you haven't, please be sure to subscribe and share it with your friends. Be sure to click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post new videos. And be sure to go to the Facebook group. I have posted all the links below this video so that you have access to them, and join it so that you can be involved in what's going on there as well. I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group, and I look forward to seeing your comments below. Let me know how you are working on your personal development, what things you want to put into your life so that you can create your awesome life as well. I appreciate you watching. I look forward to seeing you in Thriving Successfully, and have a great, great day. Thanks, and bye now.